Yeah, you got this one because it has right. All right. What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Eleva. And today we're also streaming simultaneously on River Valley Town Square. So if you're joining us, welcome. Today's episode is going to be en inglés, but we'll also throw some Spanish para nuestros amigos que hablan español. You know, we got a really special guest here today, always bringing you guys the best in our community. But before that, I want to let you know that today's podcast is brought to you by Diamond Ridge Construction. We have the link down there. If you need to get a no cost to you roof evaluation, go ahead and click the link, send the info, and someone will call you. You can also hit them up at area code 479-219-7887. And also, we're also sponsored by, let me pull it up right here, Dog Ear Books. I'm here on their website. I don't know, we can't zoom in, right? But go check them out. I love Dog Ear. You can get the best books in town and also coffee, which is a really good mix. So go ahead and check them out. We also tag them on the description down there. So go check them out. Give them a follow. Let them know you're watching here on River Valley Town Square in the Leva. And, well, thank you guys for sponsoring. We appreciate that. And now, the moment all of you guys have been waiting for. Les presento a nuestro amigo, Tevin Ramirez.
Hello, everybody out there. How are y'all doing? You finally got me on here, Mr. Ovi.
Yeah, this is your moment right now.
What took you so long?
I was waiting for the studio to be ready.
Right.
You know, we got more comfier chairs. We got heating and AC. We got the cool backdrop. So
Right, it looks good.
So that's what I was waiting for, man. You know, something about you, man, ever since I met you, you have a smile, man. You're always happy. And so, but you're human too.
I'm human.
But what do you do to, like, just, you know, get you through the day? Like, what is your secret?
I mean, just wake up with optimism, wake up with your faith, wake up with wake up and just be grateful, you know. Life is tough for everyone, and it's just the time to, you know, do whatever you can just to stay optimistic.
That's great, man. What would you say to someone watching, and that's your camera, whenever you want to look in somebody's eyes, just look at the camera. What would you say to someone today that is just having a bad day today?
If you're having a bad day today, realize that you were on the wake-up list. Realize that you are one of the ones that here breathing, one that that's able to change the world. You're here, you're able to just make a difference in somebody else's life. I'm learning that, you know, looking just at yourself can make you feel like the world just, it has so many problems. It has so many things that's going wrong. But if you think about everybody else and think about how we're all in this together, it'll make you feel better. So have a good day.
Take it from Mr. Tevin, man. You're always smiling. You're always there, supportive. I mean, you didn't even know me. You're out there just liking and sharing. And hey, man, so that's great. Like, it's a great feeling, you know, and it's something that we can all pass on. Like, sometimes we want to do things and we want to get something in return.
Right.
But sometimes it's just good to just give without even thinking I'm going to get something back, because you already did your part.
Right.
You know, God, the universe, the Holy Spirit takes it over and does the right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So before we get a little bit more into this conversation, if you're watching, please, I was going to go to Spanish right now. Compartan. Please share this signal right now. Give it a like. Share some comments. You guys have any questions for Tevin? Compartan esta señal antes de meternos más a esta conversación para que llegue a más personas. So let me do it myself. I'm about to share it. Cool. Give it a cool like. That's cool how we can do this, man. I mean, just in an instant.
Right.
You know?
Right.
There you go. Shared. So join us. I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably going to go to lunch right now, or eating in the car or whatnot, you know. So thanks for joining us today, watching. But Tevin, so let's get into it. Tell us a little bit about you. Like, are you from Arkansas? Did you move out here? What's your deal? Get a little closer to the mic, or you can pull it to you. You can sit back. Pull it to you. Yeah, get comfortable.
Let's get.
You
There we go. So, for those who don't know, yeah, my name is Tevin Ramirez. I have a ton of middle names. I'm not sure why my mom did that, but Andreas is one. But yes, so I'm just. I always say I'm just.
Let me go. Let me fix it for you.
He's gonna take care of this for me. But as he's fixing this, I want to let you know that I'm just a normal dude, normal guy. There we go. Mike tried to run away from us. Just a normal dude, just a normal guy. I'm an encourager. You know, I'm so many things. A pastor, believe it or not, musician, a friend.
You always say, "Believe it or not," huh? Why do you think is that? Because maybe there's a way pastors should be. A lot of people have a perception, right?
Right. Yeah. People think of pastor, you think of the white collar or the suit and all of that, and I'm totally opposite. So when they ask me, you know, you want to be a pastor, I'm like, y'all chose me. Everybody, y'all chose me. So yeah, that's why.
Yeah. All right. Well, so where do we start? I mean, you're the regular guy, pastor, musician. So, I mean, you said you grew up in church, right?
Yeah,
Grandpa
I did.
and
yeah, the whole family full of clergy. So yeah, Grandpa was a bishop, and then you know my family, my mom, everybody that had a position in the church. So I'm that PK.
PK. Yeah, I'm a PK too.
Right.
Should I say surprisingly too, or believe it or not?
Say surprisingly.
Yeah, and a few guys in town, I know they're also PKs, and so I guess it just comes with it, you know. It just kind of rubs off,
Right.
You know. I mean, I'm not a pastor myself, but I do believe that I have a role in society, and
Right.
you know, and just to kind of help and lead people, and just kind of, especially for my kids, you know.
Right.
So,
and that's the thing. A lot of people think that you got to be like behind the pulpit just to influence people, but I believe that influence is way beyond.
yeah,
Way beyond that. So.
yeah. And so, and I had this question for you, but when it comes back, I'll let you know. So, how was that moment when they're like, "Hey, you want to be a pastor?" Or because I mean, I probably would have been like, "Nah, bro, I'm straight," like you know.
So yeah, it's a lot of different things happen in life. So the quick and the short of it. So my grandpa was he's a bishop, and the deep part of it is that he had a heart condition where his heart was working fine, but due to potassium and different things, he ended up passing. And I was actually there. I wasn't feeling well. I was there at the house, and I remember watching a speaker, and he was speaking. He's a well-known speaker, Dr. Miles Monroe. And he was speaking about passing the baton. It's time to pass the baton. And I normally don't fall asleep with somebody speaking and talking. I normally just fall asleep with nothing going on. And next thing you know, I fall asleep and I wake up, and we found out that he passed. Wow. And the baton literally was passed within a few minutes. And I woke up, and I remember one of my friends, Jimmy Warren, was telling me, you know, you're the man of the house now. And later on, my grandmother, I was taking care of my grandparents at that time. My grandmother was diagnosed with cancer. And she was, you know, pushing the church along to make sure everything would run good. And next thing you know, she said, I need a successor. So she took me into the office, and due to the council, she decided for me to be a pastor and my assistant pastor to be there with me and us take the church on. So that's kind of how I did. I really was like, no, you know, at first, but then I'm like, we got to do this thing.
Wow. So you were like, I got to answer the call.
I got to. So.
Now, is it something that, not you personally, but is it something that per se you want to do, but then you're also being obedient? You know what I'm saying?
So, yes. So I wanted to, but the biggest thing was really, I was like, you know, I talked to my aunt. It's a quick story. I talked to my aunt days before this, like it was a year straight. She would come down from Tennessee, and she would talk to me about what needs to be changed in the church and what people, and I said, you know, there's a whole lot of things I feel like is wrong. And due to that, later on, I realized that it was being birthed in me at that point, you know, what I saw and didn't like and what I need to change. So it was like it was deep in there. I really wanted to, but outwardly I'm like, no, don't.
Yeah. And I get it. I get it. So you're seeing there's a lot of things that could be changed or need to change, but instead of just talking about it, you're like, I have the opportunity to be
Right.
part of that change.
Right.
And that's what you guys been up to. I mean, I see you guys very active and everything. And I mean, then that's how I met you.
Right.
I met you, your church, because you guys were out there giving food away right there on the corner of Pizza Hut. What street is that?
Is it Boston? No, Arkansas. Oh, that's Arkansas.
And then the little side street
It's
is
Boston.
Boston.
Boston place.
Yeah. So I mean, I know we talked about it last time, but the way I met you guys is you guys were there on the corner, and me, wanted to teach my girls a life lesson. It was like, hey, why don't we go donate and offer something that we do so that they can do their job better, per se, right?
Right.
And so I ended up like, I'm gonna make some signs for them,
Right.
And then I would tell them it's gonna be free, and I think we donated $10, and I wanted them to, a lesson,
Right.
and then I gave you guys my info and everything, and then it took months,
Yeah.
and then I was like, man, I wonder if they're ever gonna call me, and then I don't know if you called me or got the text.
Yeah, so like you said, that we were out there, the youth was out there at Pizza Hut and with the signs, and my lady at the time, which she is my lady still, she's my helper as well, Diane Barrera. She was there, and she said, "I got a card from Mr. Obi, and he wants."
So I gave it to her then.
Yeah, you gave it to her, the helper. Okay. She's here.
Cool.
So long story short, I end up getting the card and looking at it, and I called him like months later, like, "Is this legit? Like, is this a scam? Is he gonna take all my Cash App money or something?"
Yeah. No, I get it. People are on edge because scams are everywhere right now.
Everywhere.
So you saw it, and then you're like, what are you looking at it, thinking about it, passing by the desk, and you're like,
yeah. I was like, we need it because I think that crisis always brings the opportunity because I think it rained on our previous signs. So I was like, we need some more signs. What are we going to do? So we made sure.
Let's take a chance with the scammer.
Yeah, like I may get skinned. Like I may lose $10,000, but still.
Yeah. And then how is that going? I mean, are you guys, when do you guys do that? The food, is it a food pantry or?
Yeah, so we give out food, not only food, clothes, and toiletries, everything that's needed. We do it every third Saturday of the month. So, whether it's January, February, March, we're doing it every third Saturday. So come out. It's going well. It started. I first give a shout out to Main Street Mission, Pastor Raul. That's a good friend of mine. And also Better Life Ministries out of Conway, Arkansas. They give to us, and we will take that and we'll give out to others. And people donate clothes. We had one lady come, and she bought like a ton of flip-flops. Wow. And she just like, here, just give it away. So it started from like maybe a couple people coming to we having lines, like feeding 200 plus just one event. So come out. I mean, that's fun to us.
Yeah, and so anybody can come. Just they sign up or
anybody,
make a line or
anybody. And we're different than some others. You have to have IDs for others. For us, we utilize IDs, but also you can come. If some people may not have all of that, we'll make it work. So.
Okay, and if anybody wants to get involved or donate, like how can they get in touch with you guys?
Yes, if you want to get involved or donate, just contact me either through Abundant Life Ministries Facebook or either contact me, Tevin Ramirez, through Facebook. We're at 517 North Boston Place in Russellville, Arkansas, right behind Pizza Hut. So just come by, volunteer. You can give, you can do whatever is needed. So
yeah, and you being involved in that. Food giveaway, clothing. What are some of the necessities in the community that you think are important to like address or help?
Yes. So first and foremost, food. We see people who want food and they'll come and say that, with what's going on, inflation, different things going on in the culture today, they really are they're looking for that food and they're looking for meat. For us, we'll give a variety of food, whether it's meat, whether it's vegetables. We'll make sure that we have like a full plate, in there. So that's one thing that they need. They need meat. They need also they need clothes, coats in the winter, or either they need just clothes for their children. So
yeah. No, I think it's great what you guys are doing. I know that sometimes even me, I've thought, I'm trying to put this on silent. Um, like some of us wait to be at a moment to now I want to give. Now I want to give back.
Right.
So, but what do you do to just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
there's probably small, medium, big organizations, right? So, like, what do you do to just kind of say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm able to do, and I'm going to do it? You know, because a lot of us might hold back, like, oh, like, what kind of impact am I going to do? You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got to start somewhere. Everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah.
So no matter if you give, like the lady who gave the flip-flops, she bought the flip-flops, but yes, she turned around and she did get food for herself. Yeah. So start wherever, whether you're an organization, whether you're a church, whether you have 3 friends in a truck. Isn't that a saying, 3 guys in a truck? If you got, if you got that, just throw some meat in the back, throw some vegetables, and give it out. I mean, whatever, you know, you can do, start somewhere and just do it.
That's great, man. And then is there anything you got coming soon, like at the church or event? Because we haven't touched the musician part, and you have this sick keyboard here, which we're going to get into, but is there something coming up that you might want the community to go and be part of?
Yes, of course. We have our our food giveaway, our clothing giveaway every third Saturday. That's coming up.
Third Saturday?
It should be next Saturday, I believe, of this month. So come out,
Around what
5:17.
time?
It's normally noon to 3, but we kind of give until all the food's gone. Okay. So we have that. We have different events that we do go and celebrate. We also go to the nursing home. So just stay tuned to our Facebook because we got so much going on. We work a lot with a lot of organizations outside even Russellville or even Arkansas. So
like we were talking last time, you were at was it the Children's Hospital?
Yes.
And you were there, playing or giving cards? Or?
So we, what we decided to do is to make cards and basically inspire those inside of the hospital. So we made like tons of cards and we gave it to the Children's Hospital, and we actually, on my story, if you follow Tevin Ramirez, you'll see that I had a lot of friends who messaged me right after that and said, my daughter's been there for 8 months. My son's been there for like a month, and we really appreciate what you're doing. So our church, we make cards just to inspire them and give them to the Children's Hospital.
Oh, that's great. Well, you guys are really doing an impact. I mean, you said outside of church with organizations. You guys are giving free food and maybe some warm clothes this season, some blankets. Maybe if somebody has like 100 blankets, hey, hit up Tevin Ramirez. I mean, because it is cold.
Right.
I mean, I'm always with a T-shirt, but for the last few weeks, I'm taking out these little warm jackets and hoodies, and it's like, I mean, I can only imagine someone being out there with maybe staying in the car, or maybe they don't have adequate heating systems. So, I mean, there is a need. So, anybody's watching with blankets,
coats, anything, just let us know. We give out coats, we give out clothes,
beanies.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
I don't know what they're called. The ones that have the little flaps here. I bought one. Those are. I call them El Chavo hat. El Chavo. It's just, I'll send you the picture, but hey, they keep you. I forgot it today too. Oh, yeah, I forgot it today, man. But let me see if anybody posted any comments or whatnot. If you guys are watching, let me see. There ain't no comments today. Oh, let me see that we're
They're like, oh, they know they talk a lot anyways.
Actually, Emmanuel says saludos, Obi, and Tevin, and Jonathan Fontes is watching us. Anybody got any questions for Tevin? Put him on there. Si tienen preguntas para Tevin, póngalas. Maybe a music request. You never know. You never know. So you grew up in church. How did the music start? Through church? Because that's how it started for me.
That's how it started for you. So like we said, my whole family's been in music, like both sides of the family. And so yeah, my uncle, if there was Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson's dad, like that's my uncle. He was like really hard on us and made sure we got music in us. And he really instilled a lot into us, to help us out. He was into quartet. So
Is
where
that Joe Jackson's your uncle?
No, no, no.
What?
I mean, we can say that. No. He's like, what? No, I have an uncle. His name is Tim Cole, and he's well known in quartet field, but he was like Joe Jackson.
Okay, I was gonna say right now. I was like, bro.
Yeah, I'm Joe Jackson's son.
Can I have your
MJ. But no. So yeah, in between him and my family, they instilled it into us. So
Yeah. And music is great, man. I mean, for me, it's like a therapy. It's like my getting away moment. I just had the privilege of jamming with Los Barbas, and I was singing for a few, but in reality, I'm a drummer, so I went to the drums, and man, it was such a happy feeling, just kind of like getting back to it. And so music is I think it's no, I don't think I believe it's a really great gift to have.
Right. And a lot of people start with the drums, like you said, and they venture out. So
yeah, well, I ventured out to bass. Guitar was so hard for me. Keyboard, I only know maybe 2 or 3 licks on the keyboard, but I love beats, so drums and bass.
So yeah, my brother's a professional drum player. So when I started, I kind of saw him. I was like, I like that, and I did some percussion. And so when you see me on the keyboard, a lot of my stuff is percussive. It's very it's like a beat because I can hear it, So it has that synth to it.
And it also it could put you in a certain mood,
right?
Certain notes, tempo. Which maybe we could try in a little bit, like something happy, something let's start to pray, or let's be jolly, But there's a question here by Jonathan. How long have you been playing?
I mean, I feel like I come out the womb with a guitar or something like
your whole life.
Like my whole life. I mean, yeah, the keyboard per se. I remember 7th grade. I really got into. That was the year because I did percussion, and that was the year they started with the xylophone and all of the, learning your chords and your notes, and that's kind of where it moved from just percussion, drums to the chords and scales. So
7th grade, so that's like what, 12, 13?
It's like 5 years. No, but no.
By the way, I'm a genius, so I was already going to college at 12.
Right, like.
Yeah, but. And Taos is asking, can you play the harmonica?
Mr. Tao,
you probably can if you change the note.
Believe it or not, yeah, I had a family, so my great grandpa was a famous harmonica player, so he was well known.
Wow.
I remember
send me these links, man. I want to check them out.
I remember going to his house and we picked up stuff, and he had like different harmonicas and different keys, and I was like, wow, he took it seriously.
I have a friend that plays the banjo. His name's Brandon Bush. He still hasn't showed me, but I think I'm gonna call him out pretty soon.
You gonna have to
see if I think the banjos are very interesting instruments, like a drums and a guitar,
right?
The harmonica and then the bass. I want to go see I don't know what it's called, Michael. Like bluegrass. I guess so. Like a bluegrass music, and just like. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how they do it. It's like everybody has their talent,
Yeah, everybody. You play the spoons, hit them on the knee and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I started playing drums on pots, and I remember being little. I guess that's why my dad's okay. Let's buy this guy drums.
So if you got pots out there, you can start somewhere. Just get a couple spoons.
I mean, you just need your hands and just start.
Clap, yeah. That's one of the first things you learn in music. They'll teach you rhythm because rhythm is usually the base of everything in the beat. So they'll start you with clapping. And that's when percussion, you had to clap, then you had to rub your stomach and pat your head. At the same
I remember
time.
that. Yeah. Oh my God.
Can you do that? Ask y'all out there. Can y'all do that?
Yeah. No. Hold on. 2, 3, 4.
You're gonna lose your full hog if you hit your head.
What? I know. Man, do you know enough about drums? Well, you music theory and all that stuff, right?
I know.
So my son, I'm teaching him drums.
Okay.
And when I started playing drums, they told me one of the first things I need to learn is paradiddles. Just to kind of start.
Yeah.
You know, but young kids knowing all, they're like, nah. I mean, you need to, so you can kind of keep a beat. What do you say about that? You think it's truth or?
I mean, yeah, I like you can do drum rolls, like you said. We started just with regular, 1 beat or to be. But yeah, that's a good way to start. Paradiddles, flamadiddle. I mean, all of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm like do paradiddles and then just 4 count. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You know, and start
Yeah.
kind
I
of
should have
getting.
brought my drum pad and we could.
I know. Well, next time, hey, maybe we'll get some bluegrass going on in here. You know what I'm saying? But we need a harmonica player and a banjo.
Yeah, where's Tal at right now?
Well, he said he knew a few things, but that's what he says just to downplay sometimes. He'll probably come in
Right.
here and be like, "Whoa," like, you never know. You never know. Hey, if you guys are watching, thanks for watching. We got Tevin Ramirez. I'm going to say it, with the ra. Tevin Ramirez, local leader of Abundant Life Ministries and musician. He's going to be on the keyboards pretty soon. If you're watching, comment something, some questions, or just how you're enjoying the podcast today. We're also streaming on River Valley Town Square today. And thank you for taking the time for being here, man. We're just always bringing the best in our community. And thank you for watching. So now you brought this keyboard. And when Tal saw it, he was like, what are all these knobs? It's like,
All right.
like a science lab experiment kind of thing. So what do you use them all, or is it?
I mean, I use a ton of them. It's a lot of layers to this, so I mean, I can still even learn more myself. So,
Do you think it's overkill, or it's just there are people that will use the whole thing, all these knobs here?
If y'all know me, y'all know it's not overkill. Because I'm the guy that will have like strings layered with the piano, with the organ in the back, with tapping my foot. So for those who don't know, I play 3-tier keyboard.
I've seen it
at the church, and because I still want to be a part of the music ministry, and so I have like the top be violin, the middle would be like heavy, like a heavy guitar or something like that, and the bottom would be like piano with strings or something.
So if you wanted to, you could be a one-man show.
I mean, I can't.
Drums on one keyboard, strings, and then
I mean, I wouldn't pat myself on the back like that, but I mean,
you're just being humble right now.
yeah, humble.
If it was up to me, I don't need a band.
I'm just that good.
Tevin and his band. Where's the band? Right there.
Right there.
So why don't you play us something? I mean, or let's do this.
You gonna
for
sing
example,
again?
Huh?
You gonna sing again?
I don't know. We'll see. That's why I sent you a little song. I was like, maybe we can get it, but maybe next time. I wanted to. But so let's say, something. I know my wife sometimes she'll get like she wants to meditate and put some like strings or whatnot. Like, so what do you do? I mean, for church we do it, right? Like once everything kind of tones down, you put some strings.
Yeah,
and
some strings and I like that.
Do you play and talk too?
I don't normally play and speak. I have somebody play for me or
Okay.
something, but with technology. But I mean, when others need to, I back them up. So yeah, we can do some talk music. What we call it.
Yeah.
He wants me to do some talk music. All right, let's see.
Yeah, you just want to get. Okay, there's the string part. Thank you for coming to our life-changing workshop today. Wow, that's great, man. Like, puts you in the mood to I want to be different. I want to.
Yeah, they got to. I always feel that music is just an extension of who you are. So if if you're feeling happy, you normally can, you have that strength to play happy. So
That's great. No, that's great. And then you play a lot of classical in there. I see you like all those.
Yeah.
But you know, last time you played a classical
For at least
tune, but with your
remixed
twist, you
it,
know.
right?
Someone asked, "Have you tried live looping?"
I do some when I'm playing sometimes. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that answers your question, Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, you guys know it kind of right with Entergy and
Yeah, I work
yes.
in the computer engineer there at Entergy, and yeah, he was a part of that, and he still is. So.
Man, you, Emmanuel, like I'm starting with some scientists over here, and they're like, oh, I just,
Oh
you probably build
goodness.
a whole whatever. And now I know why you understand all this here. You know, I've tried, I didn't get as far as maybe the first two or three knobs.
2 or 3 notes.
Yeah,
I mean,
so.
yeah. I mean, that's a start. We talking about starting, so
Yeah, man.
yeah.
What are your plans this year for you, your organization? Like, what do you guys? How does 2025 look for you guys?
Yeah. So we sit down the end of every year and have a basically an appreciation dinner. And we talk about our goals. And one of the goals this year, we want to reach out more with the youth. You know, we have a ton of youth. This is a youthful town. And we want to reach out and connect and get the youth of Russellville having. There's so much going on. And there's no reason for our youth to not have a place to, enjoy life, to have an abundant life. So we're wanting to reach them and encourage them. And I mean, it's time to have a good, abundant life, y'all.
Yeah. So how do you plan on like reaching out to those youth or what kind of events or?
Yes, we plan coming up soon, very soon. Normally it's April, we'll have a youth event. So you all just stay tuned to our local social medias. We'll keep you all updated on our different youth events that we have. We had a concert last April, and the youth loved it. I mean, it was
great.
awesome. Not only the youth, we're not only trying to touch the youth, we're wanting to touch the adults, but I feel like the adults really enjoy the youthful things. A lot of times we think, oh, they're stuck,
Yeah.
But I mean, they enjoyed the concert more than the youth did. So
No, I mean that resonates with me because I mean I grew up in music too, and we were bringing like new styles and modern sounds to the Latin church, and yeah, there was a big group of people that were like,
Right.
the devil, whatever. Why they wear black and spiky hair? Because I mean I was in a rock movement, and but you'd be surprised how like the grumpy looking man on the corner that you
Right.
thought hated what you were doing, at the end I'll be like, hey man, good job.
Right.
I love it, for the youth. And I'm like, wow, I thought he was gonna like lecture me.
Right.
And then they come up to you and supportive. So like that's great. Have you had any like an experience like that?
yeah, so at our concerts, we'll have people from all over, from Little Rock, all over Arkansas. They'll come, but we'll have vendors as well. So we have vendors from all over. So we had every age group, every race, everybody was in the place. And had one guy said, "Man, that was good." And he was an older guy. You wouldn't think he really liked it, but he was like, "Man," he was like, "Y'all are really doing something awesome." And we had various different cities wanting us to come to them. So we'll be having our next one in Little Rock, our next concert, TNT concert with Tiff and Tange in Little Rock in His Presence Ministries. So you all stay tuned, and we're going to
In
keep
Little
on-
Rock, when is this? Like pretty soon, like in
Well,
the next few months or?
It's going to be in the middle normally of the year. So we
Okay.
haven't got the official dates and everything, but we do have we have so many different things coming up. So
Yeah, let me know, man. I think my favorite part of these events, especially I would see it a lot at church events or Christian concerts. After it was all said and done, the musicians stay in the jam.
yeah, we always do
That's
that.
my favorite part because like you're there, and then if they know you know how to play, oh come, you switch off, and now
Right.
you're like jamming. So that's my favorite. Like from growing up, that's my favorite
Yeah.
part. Like those events because everybody's just kind of like hanging out at the end. Everything's closing up, and you're gonna have to pick up soon, and then
Right.
it's like you're waiting for that moment for the guy to say, "Hey, we have to close." Especially if you rent a place, right, or
Right,
you're somewhere
right.
else, but you just wait till they kick you out.
You just wait. I mean, you can stay there all night. A lot of people, they enjoy it so much. They're like, just stay here all night. And we'd be like, nah, I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, Cool. And I know I've been doing music for a long time. Have you recorded?
That was a good question. Someone asked me that a few days ago, and I work with producers. I've recorded some on my own. However, I normally work behind the scenes, so I never usually record unless, I'm always giving the producers different music. But
Okay, so the producers reach out and, hey,
Right.
we're working on this song. And
the melodies, and they want certain melodies or they want certain lyrics wrote. I have a few of them actually now. I got to, we're working to complete, so.
who are you working with right now? Or is it like top secret?
Kind of top secret.
Okay.
I'll say this. There's one in particular, I know of about 3 or 4, but one in particular I can say. At our last concert, Tange, she came to me, she said, Tevin, I have these lyrics in my heart and whatever. She said, I want you to put some music to it. I was like, really? So she came to me, and when she started singing, she's, I just want to praise his name or something like that. And I said, you know what I hear? She's like, what? She's like, Tevin, your mind is... And I said, I hear like the Caribbean. I hear like that sound. So we took this and we put this Caribbean sound to it, and it was so awesome because at the end we had like a little rockish sound to it. It was all, it was all inspirational music, but it was really good. Like,
Is it recorded and out there already?
you watch for our concert clips, but she's about to go into the recording studio. She told me to come with her, so we got to finish this out.
So you can't really give us a preview right now.
I don't really have all the equipment for that, but I do.
Just a little. I mean, if you're able to. I mean.
Okay, let me see if I can remember, because it was so. It was a simple. I remember us doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you had like the congos, and if you had like
Uh-huh.
all that stuff, it was so good when we did it. So
Man, well, yeah, send it to me so I could check it out,
Yeah.
man. I'm telling you, music changes moods, man.
it does.
That's what I do. I'm having a hard day sometimes. I put like my songs that I'm into, and I just like ride down the street, and I'm good after a few minutes. I'm like, all right, that's what I needed,
Right.
Let me see. So, my buddy Jonathan Fontes, he says, I'm wondering if you guys can sing Happy Birthday to my daughter, Jimena, live. Are you down? I'm down. Are you down, Michael?
Let's do this.
Is Tal?
Let's do it.
Is Tal down? She crashes through the wall. I'm down. I bet Jimena, if you're watching. Well, by the way, my daughter loves Jimena and Lisa and Giselle. These are Jonathan's daughters. My daughter's like, if she knows I'm hanging out with Jonathan, she's like, but is Jimena coming? Is Jimena there? I'm like, she's not there all the time with her dad. Like, but my daughter, she's, I like that about her. It bugs a little bit, but she's just persistent. So I told her, you know how you are? Be persistent until you're a doctor. She wants to be a doctor.
Okay.
So I'm like, you want to be a doctor? I think Juliana, or a lawyer.
Yeah,
She is like, you'll meet her. I think, have you met her last time? Yeah, she came. She's persistent. Like right now, she's on, is the house ready? I need my stickers. I need this. I'm like, babe, chill, So, all right, well,
Say happy birthday.
yeah. So, Jimena. Are we all going to sing? You guys sing too, bro. Get that
Oh, I
mic,
gotta
bro.
sing too. Lord.
Hi.
We had to all harmonize.
Cut.
Right.
Just kidding. Redo. What note are you going to be on?
See.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys ready?
Happy birthday.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jimena. Hold on, it was a little high. Ready? Get ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. I feel good Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry
my.
for el gallo. That's what we call it in Espanol, el gallo. When you kind of get, what do you call it? What do you call it? We call it,
Yeah, I
se me
mean-
salió un gallo. I don't know. Translation in
Yeah,
English.
a vocal break. Yeah.
There you go. I don't want to. I don't even want to say the English translation because it's gonna sound even weirder, you know. But yeah, Jimena, hey, have
Happy birthday.
a great happy birthday. I'm sure your mom and dad love you so much, and they're awesome people. So feliz cumpleaños, Jimena. And I think she has a very unique name. It's with an X.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
like
I don't know how that happens. That we say Jimena, which is like an H sound, but in Spanish it says X. It reminds me of Jimena Sarillana. She's a Mexican singer too. So, you know, but if I have to go with a singer right now, it would be Mon Laferte.
Oh,
She has a mix of Gwen Stefani in there.
Oh, really?
So, you know.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, nobody asked me about this right now, but I'm just putting it out there.
If I go with one, I like Carlos Santana. I always say
Carlos
that.
Santana?
Yeah, I like his guitar.
Yeah, he had, what was it, 1999?
Yeah,
or
it's-
90, one of the
It's in the 90s, I know.
late 90s, and you know, like, yeah, it's like I knew about Carlos Santana, and then he came out with that like collab, and it was like, bro, he was on the radio waves for I think years, man. Rob Thomas, right? That was the one hit one, you know.
I like his riffs. I play a lot of like Latin sounds, Latin jazz, Latin rock type of sound, and a lot of people who study music are around me that really like that sound. So I like to hear him.
And then he did one with Mana, you know. It's just I think is it the Rob Thomas one where they start with some drums like, you know.
Yeah, I think of him. He did an album called Santana, and I think of this a song on there. I call it Maria Maria, but basically it just talks about the troubles in the life of New York.
Maria.
He's got that riff. I like that riff, that run there. So
Yeah, do you know it?
I don't even know. That's the thing. I don't know it. I just like that riff, that he does. So
Cool, man. Let me check these comments. Yeah, Carlos Santana. Los Barbas is watching. Shout out to them. Yeah, Los Barbas had an event this past weekend was going to have an event at Front Street, but it got postponed because of the weather. So they'll be rescheduling until next month. I don't know, maybe you can jam on the keyboard, We're trying to do something. I mean, I'm a musician myself, and so to get it out of me, I'm like, I'll play with you guys. So we should be playing some Spanish rock tunes pretty soon, and we're kind of getting it like polished and, just to kind of get out there, sing. I mean, I love drums too. I was on drums, so I told him I'll play the drums. I don't care, man. It's just like such a good feeling.
I want to hear you play the drums and all that stuff. So
Los Barbas said they're coming back February 8th.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Los Barbas at Front Street Grill, February 8th, I think about 8 p.m. and on. I think there's a $5 cover. Come out, man. The community's been coming out, and shout out to Front Street for being open to bringing the Hispanic community. And I mean, I'll tell you, like, even if you don't know Spanish, you guys should go. They call it Latin night, but I think everybody should go. Even if you don't know what's up with the music or understand, like, you can feel the vibe. I think music is a universal language. Right. And like I said, it puts you in a mood. It could put you, I broke up, and now you're praying, like, love of my life, you've hurt me, right? Or you can just go, that's the way, I like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let me leave this sad, let me go over here,
Right.
With, what is it, Casey and the, I don't know.
Sunshine Man.
So, but yeah, man, so, I mean, we're getting ready to finish up. I would have loved to sing a song with you, but let's get ready, because then we're gonna be like, what tune is it on, But I will talk about the song. I mean, like my wife said, it's not about me, but I want to share. A lot of people have been wanting to know, especially Lourdes. She's like, who are you? Where did you come from? We want to know. So I'll tell you this: about 10 years ago, this song really hit the spot because I was in a bad place. And it was a song by Danilo Montero, and it just talks about like searching for a long time until you found Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
I have to remember the tune because I've heard it, but the tune I have to remember. I may just follow you like some talk gospel. Like
it's the regular chords.
Oh, just a regular. Just the regular one, y'all.
How does
Not the spicy ones.
Can you try to follow me? Por tanto tiempo busqué una razón de vivir en medio de mil preguntas. Tu amor me respondió. That's a good one right there. Yeah, we'll practice it.
We're going to practice it because I have to remember that.
No, I know, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but
you're
like,
good.
you know what? But pretty much what this song is saying is like being lost and not finding your way until like God comes through, you know? And I'm not trying to throw this on anybody, but for me, it's a life-changing song.
Wow.
And moment, you know? So, and I didn't cry. I start crying quick, bro.
Why you sung the song? You was crying.
It's because it's emotional. I'm
Right.
telling you, like, we're emotional beings,
Right.
you know? And so I'm still learning how to nurture, how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so, but, you know, looking at the comments, but music is, I love music, you know? So why don't you, before we close out, man, is there anything else you want to share? You know, the platform is yours. You know, if you want to look at people, leave them with a great message, invite them to everything you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I have so much going on, and I would probably just extend it out for those who are looking for like a church home, those who are looking for it. And I say church home, but it's really just a family, looking for a family here in Russellville. Abundant Life Ministries, 517 North Boston Place, right behind Pizza Hut. I mean, we're a family, and we're not the typical, you know, you got to wear this, you got to look like this. We're the type of person, like, if it gets true results and it's good living, we really push it. In between that, we have different concerts and events. We have some coming up in Little Rock, the 25th January. We have an outpouring coming up with a few recording artists, well-known in Arkansas and even out of the States. It's outpouring. It's going to be at 6 o'clock in Little Rock, Arkansas at In His Presence Ministries. It's going to be 6 at January 25th. So come out. We have our TNT concerts coming up. We have worship nights, Yahweh, that we do out of the city in Conway. It's going to be all over the globe. So stay tuned for that, and follow my page. Follow the Abundant Life Ministries page and Tevin Ramirez page, and you'll keep up with everything. So.
Awesome, bro. And if there's someone you want to support, want to get behind, Tevin Ramirez is the guy, man. They're doing awesome work out here in the community. I've seen it for myself, and like, go support, and be part of everything they're doing. And thank you for coming out, bro. I mean, let me finish off. Maybe
The thing that you did when we were like that, you were like, "We're ending
this.
Yeah. We should do that."
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Let me turn the organ on because the PK is coming out of him.
Oh my God. I'm gonna try to get aggressive. Hey, señoras y señores, today's podcast was brought to you by none other than Diamond Ridge Construction. Go ahead and look for the link on the description and get in touch. We also want to thank Dog Ear Books, where you can read a book, buy a book, and drink some coffee. All right, man. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Mike. Gracias por sintonizar el día de hoy a Eleva y a River Valley Town Square, where we bring you guys the best in our community, lifting each other up and introducing you to perhaps people or organizations that you guys haven't heard of. So thank you guys for watching today. Thank you, Co-Create Innovation Hub, for making this possible, this unique space where we can work out of. Tao, Michael, everybody in the team. And thank you for coming in today, brother, and being open to it.
Thank
and
y'all.
que el Señor los bendiga y nos vemos muy pronto.